It's good to give it a second. Don't start right away because I can't.
I know. I didn't want the cough to be in it. That was not.
I can tell you're performing right now. I can tell that you're performing a cough for our video.
No, I wasn't. I had like some gum stuck in my throat.
Hi, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're here to teach you how to make buttons. I'm Melanie. This is Aspen. We're going to learn how to make buttons today out of reclaimed, found materials.
Very cheap things. Very easy to make.
Cheap or free.
Cheap or free.
If you walk around long enough, you could probably find all of these things laying on the ground in a parking lot.
Yes.
And then you could bring them home and turn them into buttons.
And make furniture out of them.
Yeah.
And that's the beautiful art of
buttons.
Okay, I thought it was going to be more.
And special bonus feature only for fans of our YouTube channel. Stick around to see our special button testing process.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Oh.
That's
you
new
must
to me.
not subscribe to my channel.
Oh, actually, I am subscribed, so.
You're probably the only one.
Aww.
Without further ado, buttons.
Buttons.
Okay, so here is a quick preview of what the buttons are going to look like. Not the prettiest in the back, as you can see, but they're buttons.
No one's going to see the back anyway.
Exactly. So here's what you use. I use floral wire because those twist ties ended up being too small. But you can see the other ones that I made, I did use twist ties. So the twist tie trick does work. I just ran out of twist ties that were the correct size.
Yeah, I think it ended up looking out really good and definitely works for furniture.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah. We'll show it at the end. We'll show what it looks like on a chair.
So what all do you need?
So right now I'm cutting the floral wire, 3 pieces, about 3 or 4 inches long, just enough to wrap around the washer.
Okay.
And I'm taking 2 of the pieces of wire and I'm twisting them into the shape of an X. So just kind of twist them 3 or 4 times, cross them over each other so that they hold together and stay in the shape of an X. Because next we're going to be taking that wire and stretching it across the washer. And you want the center of the X to be in the center of the hole in the washer. And here I am winding the wire up through the center of the washer, winding it around. The wire is eventually going to be holding the button loop in place, so you want to make sure that it's really strong.
Gotcha. So when you put it on the chairs,
see, it makes an X like that.
Oh, it has to have an X.
Yeah, the X, you want to wrap this in the middle. So this next part is me creating the loop. So you take your 3rd piece of wire or twist tie, wrap it around the X, and then you twist the circle at the end. And that makes kind of the buttonhole.
And what do you attach it with? Do you use wire to attach it to your furniture?
No, you use a special tufting thread that is very strong. It's important to use that really strong thread so that it doesn't break. So you don't want your buttons popping off. So there it is. It's starting to look like a button. You can see the loop. This is some fabric from an old recliner that we used to have.
Oh my gosh.
And I just saved some of the scraps of fabric from it because the recliner broke. So you glue it with some hot glue or E6000 onto the fabric, and then you just cut it out in the shape of a circle roughly. So that creates the padding, and it kind of hides the lumps that would be there from the twisty ties.
Mhm.
And then you're going to repeat that gluing here. We're going to glue it onto the fabric that we actually want on the outside of our button. Push it down on there. And then we're just going to wrap this fabric around. You don't want to cut the small circle again on the outside fabric. You want to leave some space because we're going to be wrapping it.
So does it matter what fabric you use on the outside?
No, just something sturdy. Honestly, the fabric that I used is maybe a bit thicker than I would have liked because it left some corners on the button. You see in the finished buttons that they still have kind of some points. And if you use something not as thick, I don't think that those corners would exist. And I wouldn't even say it has to be sturdy because you're using so much glue on it. I don't think it's gonna matter. You might want to test out the hot glue on the fabric to make sure the hot glue doesn't seep through. This, I didn't have that problem. So there's the buttons. That's how they look. The back's super ugly. Front's buttons. And there they are on a chair. I'm not done with this chair here. I haven't finished assembling it, but there's the buttons all plugged in. I put the back on the chair now. There it is.
I love that.
Thank you. And now we're ready to test our buttons. Make sure that you leave the back off your chair because if you need to fix them, you want the back to be open. Just kind of get your butt in there, sit in it, spin in it, twirl, do all of your normal office things. All the normal things
all the things you need to do
at work. And that's gonna make sure that your chair is sturdy.
I think that your demonstration really just goes to show that the buttons are high quality and that it definitely worked out.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what you make your buttons out of as long as they're strong.
That's right.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy making your buttons.
Yes. We love you. Bye-bye.